approaching the suspect.
This chase started at approximately 1:30 a.m. in the Mercer Island area and has ended here at Pearl Street Bridge.
To a 911 call and an apparent carjacking by an African-American
Victim's name
male.
is Lisa Rianne, youngest daughter of Congressman Richard
The
Rianne.
suspect has been preliminary ID'd as John Curtis, who's wanted for armed robbery, drug...
Shots have been fired. We have shots fired. The suspect and his hostage are down. Police are moving in.
If you choose to believe a traitor's testimony, fine. But in the same situation, I'd do it again. I'm gonna apologize for doing my job. I'm gonna apologize for doing my job. I'm gonna apologize for doing my job.
Simply put, just because you're a cop doesn't mean the laws don't apply to you. It's not the Wild Wild West anymore. It's not the Wild Wild West anymore. It's not the Wild Wild West anymore. Wild Wild West anymore.
That you don't want to do. Shut the fuck up! Oh, you picked the wrong day not to use the ATM. Do what you're told, when you're told. You may live, but I make no guarantees. I'm in. You up. You out. Let's go. Move. Your security system. You can electronically seal all the entrances.
Yes. Right away.
Fabulous. Oh, what a wonderful attitude. You and I are going to get along just fine.
It's done. You're locked down.
Smash it.
Gonna be late for work.
The hell do you think you're doing?
Fucker set off the alarm.
Don't you think it would have made more sense to shoot him before he set off the fucking alarm?
Probably.
Jesus. All right. The alarm's been tripped. We're on a clock. Let's get these people out of here. Next time, if you're gonna do something, do it right.
This is Detective Galloway.
I want all points of entry identified and covered. Nina, we need SWAT here now. Have emergency crews standing by.
Didn't take them long.
Come on, man.
Set a perimeter moving back.
How far?
Portland.
Hey, got him online.
This is Detective Callow, Seattle PD. Who am I speaking?
No questions.
I'm in control of this facility now. Complete control. Nobody gets in or out without my say.
I will execute every man, woman, and child if my needs are not met.
Right, don't test me. I'm a man of zero tolerance today.
I'm listening.
All right, we'll try not to screw this up, huh, Detective?
I only have one demand, and one demand only.
Do you have a warrant?
I need to speak to you, Quentin.
Well, that's where you're shit out of luck, because I don't need to speak to you.
It's important.
You live in a barn?
It's Detective Shane Decker.
Doesn't look like much of a detective.
I could say the same about you.
Charming.
Shane just transferred in from Tacoma. You might be interested to know that his father...
Save your breath. I really don't care. Just get to what's on your mind.
We got a hostage situation over at American Global. And, we won't talk to anybody but you.
No shit.
No shit. So we need you to do this.
Why should I?
Because people's lives are at risk.
Yeah, like the kid said.
Say I did want to help. I'm suspended. Or did that slip your mind?
Well, as of right now, you are back on the force.
Just like that.
Just like that. I won't, however, unleash you alone.
Always a catch.
Shane here's your new partner. You can consider him a younger version of me.
How nice.
If it were my call, you'd have been with your partner on the
partner.
on the unemployment line a long time ago.
You know, for a moment I thought you cared.
Where are you going? Yep, I'm here now. I'll let you know.
Detective Connors, do we have a few words?
Yeah, I'll give you two. Blow me. Need a follow-up comment, let me know.
Terrific. Talk to him about 9:30.
9:30, huh? 9:30. Okay.
Hey, Vincent. Nice to see you both.
So, Connors has been reinstated to full active duty, and it's his scene.
Last time this guy headed a hostage situation, an innocent civilian died.
I was not responsible.
Well, you never are. That girl would be alive today if it wasn't for your cowboy antics. You destroy lives.
Oh, look who's talking about destroying lives. I seem to remember that's your fucking specialty, Callow.
Ladies, please.
I was first on the scene, and I have seniority.
Decision's been made, Bernie.
Don't do this, Martin. Don't cave into this guy.
Bernie, I need you to take a hike. All right, we'll talk about it later.
Fine. I'll watch the train wreck from home.
Bye, Bernie.
Okay, SWAT. Because of special circumstances, we'll defer to Connors. He's in charge.
First I heard SWAT deferred anyone.
Now, I want you to do the folks in the bank a big favor by proving me very wrong about you. Well, that's an order. If anything questionable happens today, I want to know about it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Looks like you got yourself a babysitter.
Approximately 4 to 7 heavily armed men holding an unspecified number of customers and employees hostage.
Just a wealth of knowledge, Vincent.
Their only demand so far has been to speak to you.
Give me a line into the bank. Let's see what they really want.
Okay.
It isn't Detective Connors.
Who am I speaking with?
Well, for now, call me Lorenz.
Okay, Lorenz, how we doing in there? We get you anything? Food, medical supplies, perhaps? We heard an explosion.
Everyone who matters is fine. Of course, I would have preferred the authorities not be involved at all.
But since Seattle's finest needs a presence on the scene,
I'm glad it's you.
Well, well, my fame precedes me.
don't be flattered.
I needed to have someone who's been through this experience before.
Because, Detective,
I plan on living a long, full, rich life.
however, I am surprised that they found you so quickly. I thought you were suspended.
I was. But I'm back. Your information's old.
You never get what you pay for.
Well, I guess you want to know about the hostages, huh?
Yes.
There's approximately 40.
And they're doing just swell. Well, all of them except one.
Someone's dead?
Theory, put to practice, isn't always perfect.
You can't expect to keep the hostages in check if you let a bad deed go unpunished.
They might just randomly revolt. Chaos has some order to it.
What else will I be looking for?
Demands.
Wouldn't be too much to ask for you and your colleagues just to pack up and bounce, huh?
Safe to say.
All right, well, you just stay by the phone and I'll contact you.
Hey, wait, Lorenz.
Don't worry, I don't have any plans until sunrise tomorrow.
Relax. It's gonna be a long one.
Hey, come on, Lorenz. This conversation's not finished.
Patience, Detective, patience. We don't want this to be another Pearl Street Bridge now, do we?
He's out.
This standoff is reaching 2 hours now. We've been told that detectives have made contact with the perpetrators inside the bank, but whether specific demands have been made, we cannot confirm. When we're in the know, we'll let you know. I'm Karen Cross, live for Channel 2 News.
Where's our fearless captain?
He went uptown to brief the commissioner.
You're here in his place.
What's that?
Nicotine gum.
You quit smoking?
Caffeine too, if you must know. What, a man's capable of change?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I still have a vice or two.
Detective? 15 rings, no answer.
Try again in 5.
What are they doing in there?
Wasting our fucking time.
Precisely. He knows police protocol, not to mention the shit in our own precinct. He's disguising his voice. Probably means he's got a record and has done this before. Drops that hint about sunrise. Just buying time. Why?
He's trying to figure out his next move. I mean, he wasn't expecting us.
He wasn't expecting you. He said he thought you were suspended.
Yeah, probably thought he'd take the whole day for you to find me, giving him the time he needs.
He's stalling.
He almost has what he came for.
We're going in. Where is the SWAT commander?
I'll find him.
That's a big call, Quentin. Have you thought about what you're doing?
What, are you questioning me, Teddy?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, I question how you can fuck that asshole you do and still manage to look in the mirror. Look, the hostages are in imminent danger. They've already confessed to killing someone. That's an automatic murder one charge. A life sentence, maybe a needle for all of them. So why keep witnesses around to testify? The longer we wait, the greater the risk. We need to go in. Now.
Gwen.
So what we got?
Snipers up top, 10 soldiers on the ground.
What's the best way in?
Tear gas, blow the doors.
Hey, hold on. No explosives. I got 40 civilians in there. It's too great a chance. Any other way?
No, there's no pussy way in. The doors are locked electronically from the inside, and we ain't getting in without force.
Well, what if we cut the power? That'll disable the system. We can open the locks manually going that way.
That'll work.
So we'll take the pussy way in, Commander. Cut the power, and we go in at 11:15 sharp.
The banks are equipped with emergency generators, which once the power's down, will kick back on in approximately 3 to 6 minutes.
Be over before then. Commander, your men in position?
Standing by.
Call for the power to be cut. Once down, wait for my signal. Nobody moves until I give the go. Understood?
Yep.
Here they come.
Stand still, Ben. I said don't move.
Okay, let's go around the horn.
1 check.
2 count.
3, check. 4, check.
Here we go. Cut the power. Now. Hey, hold on. What just happened?
Holy shit.
Shit, come on, guys, let's go.
We're moving in.
Stand the fuck down, Commander. It's a trap.
No, you stand the fuck down, detective. This is my show now.
Repeat, do not go in.
On my count. 3, 2, 1, whoa!
come your way?
No, no one went by us.
Detectives, we found these. Gloves, mask, vests.
Let them walk right past us. Fucking beautiful.
Okay, we got the one teller dead. The two that were strung up, they're alive, but they're in critical condition. A few of the SWAT took second-degree burns, but that's the worst of it. Now, depending on who you talk to, there was between 5 and 9 perps. Now, nobody saw them because they were wearing the masks all the time. I got Dax collecting all the security tapes, so that's at least gonna give us a firm number.
Well, background checks on every hostage. They're all suspects until they're not.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
I need to hear that conversation between Connors and Lorenz again.
Well, you'll have to wait.
How long?
An hour, maybe more?
You show me how to play myself?
Look, it doesn't work this way, okay? I don't take orders from you. I don't know you, and no one touches my stuff, okay? You'll have to wait. Excuse me. What the hell are you doing? Are you ADD?
Along with whatever they stole in this war zone they left behind, a man's dead and the killers are running free. I don't have time to wait. I'll figure it out myself. Thank you for your help.
Okay, wait. No, just, no. This is a DAP recorder. You know what that is? Digital audio tape? It's just like regular tape player, right? Play, stop, rewind. The headphones jack straight in. Tape's already inside, all right?
That wasn't so hard, was it?
Just don't break anything, okay? So everyone's been cleared out at this point except for those two there.
What about this one?
Oh, that's a camera in the vault that got blown in the first explosion. And here comes... That's when you cut the power.
So we can't ID them.
There's a 4-minute 52-second gap before the image returns.
Yeah, they're long gone by then. Go to the head of the tapes when they first went in, document each move they made for the 2 hours they were inside.
Oh, hey, awful lot of news cameras outside. Maybe one got a good look at them coming out?
And Vincent, check it out.
Connors, better come out here.
Oh, shit. That's...
Detective Tom. Join us, would you?
Someone's dead?
Theory, put to practice, isn't always perfect. You can't expect to keep the hostages in check if you let a bad deed go unpunished. They might just randomly revolt. Chaos has some order to it.
Prince Omar al-Alban is one of the wealthiest and least popular Arabs in the Middle East. There's been countless threats on his life and fortune in the past, but for better or for worse, he's an ally to the United States. Last month in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Crown Valley Bank was hit, same MO. Prince had a safe deposit box there, too.
So what was in the box?
We don't keep records. Boxes are private. Since 9/11, we screen for live tissue, viruses, and explosives. If it passes those tests, we don't ask.
Look, this is fascinating shit. What about the money? Bank robbers still like cash, don't they?
Cash drawers don't appear to be touched. Neither does a cash vault.
So they broke into a bank and didn't steal any money?
We believe the Prince's box was the target. We're trying to reach him now, okay? Sir, may I have a word with you, please?
Thank you.
Wow. I'm curious. Are you familiar with the term franchise-sized fuck-up? But this is my fault, huh? I'm beginning to understand why they wanted to deal directly with you. You think you're smart, Quentin. But, man, are you stupid. You got played.
Oh, that's not fair. Everything was according to standard procedure.
You came to me. I didn't ask for this.
The commissioner's office is scrambling to make sense of this. If they need a scapegoat, I got zero problem serving you up.
I thought so. You wanted this to happen.
Good God, I did not.
If I had to be somebody.
Theory, put to practice, isn't always perfect. You can't expect to keep the hostages in check if you let a bad deed go unpunished. They might just randomly revolt. Chaos has some order to it.
I think this Lorenz is trying to tell us something.
Really? You don't say.
The way he spoke, he paused before certain words. Have you ever heard of the chaos theory? Edward Lorenz invented the chaos theory in the 1960s. It's the study of phenomena that appear random, but in fact have an element of regularity which can be described mathematically.
Try that again.
Well, pretty much, initial state of events may seem unrelated and random, but eventually a pattern emerges, and in the end, all the pieces fit together.
Anything else, officers?
No, that'll be all, thanks. So you're a college boy. Which one? Some place I've heard of? One of those inbred state schools no one's heard of.
UW.
So it's the latter. How'd you end up on the force?
It's kind of the family business.
Well, your dad's dad and so on back?
Listen, do we really need all this get-to-know-you crap? A couple of hours ago, you didn't give a shit.
You've grown on me. Besides, I'm entrusting my life to you. I should know something about you. I would think you'd like to know a little something about me.
I know about you, Detective. Everyone does.
Don't say that with much enthusiasm.
Not much to be enthusiastic about.
Listen, my reputation often precedes me. You, however, have no reputation at all. A fact I need to deal with. Once you've been through the shit I have, then you can judge me. Now we can try to work together and make the best of a bad situation. We can compare dick sizes all day. It's up to you. Since this is your first day here, today, mine's bigger.
Honors, come in.
Go ahead.
I got something you're gonna want to see.
Leslie, I don't like the Pac-10. It's overrated.
Come over and see this.
Detective, you can't stay away from me, can you?
New roll, please. Yep, good. Right there. Perfect. Damon Richards. Career loser. I busted him a couple of years ago on attempted robbery. Stupid bastard, never learns.
What's he doing back on the streets?
He gave up his partners and cut a deal with the DA.
Got an address?
The only thing on file is in Spokane, but I think I remember that he had a girlfriend in town, Gina, I think.
Gina, it's the police. Open up.
Step back.
Shots fired. Officer down. We need an ambulance and backup.
Are you hit?
Fine.
I'm a police officer. That guy's a murder suspect. I need your bike.
Good, dude. It's all yours, man.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking lawyer. Fuck your lawyer.
He's unconscious but stable with a nice knot on his forehead. 3 officers are watching the room.
He wakes, they call. Hey, Quincy, come on. Give it a rest. I'm fine.
Quincy was a coroner. So you might just be bruised, but you may have a cracked rib. You should get to a hospital.
Should do a lot of things.
You sure you're all right?
I'm fine.
Gina Lopez, 28, done time for possession, has 2 kids. Am I interrupting?
No.
Excuse me.
Gina claims she doesn't know anything about a bank robbery.
Of course she doesn't. Vincent.
Yeah.
Haven't put Miss Lopez in interrogation 1 and turn the AC on full. Let me know when her nipples can cut glass.
Sorry, Detective. When we first met, I didn't realize who you were. Yeah, I worked with your dad briefly right after I got out of the academy. It was an honor.
Thanks, Vincent.
Father was Harry Decker.
Detectives, ready for you.
Somebody going on a trip?
Looks like it, don't it?
You looking well, Marty?
Mm-hmm. Heard you were back calling us. Keep dreaming. You, on the other hand. Hi, Marty.
Shane.
And I got a bike myself. Maybe we can go for a ride. Or maybe I could just ride you.
Can we get back to work now, please?
Ugh. We have passports, suntan lotion, Bermuda shorts, dong bikini, hopefully hers, and this.
Must be 50 large. His cut.
You'd think, right?
It's not?
Well, don't put words in my mouth, but two things jump out at me here. First of all, every bank has their own money bands, and these are not American globals. After a little checking, we find they belong to World National Financial.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, 4 months ago, $500,000 was stolen in an armed robbery there. Smash and grab job.
But they caught the guys. They recovered about $400,000. Now, they've been in jail ever since, and, well, their trials are still pending, so brings me to point number 2. Smell that.
What is that?
When evidence comes in, any physical contact can make it hard to lift prints. So now, to mark the bills, we just spray a scented solution directly on them.
Is that new?
Yeah, wave of the future. Try and keep up with the times, eh, Connors?
So this money's not from our bank?
Oh, no. No, this money's from the World National Financial job in our evidence room. For a list of things you can put in my mouth. Connors?
Yeah. Do you remember who headed up the World National case?
I think it was Calla. Why?
No reason. Just thinking out loud. Come on. When you said it was your family business, I didn't realize. Guess I just didn't connect the dots.
Don't worry about it.
Your father was a hero.
Yes, he was.
First, I thought maybe you were related to the captain.
No, no relation.
We found the money, Gina.
The money was Damon's.
That money came from our evidence room.
I told you, I knew nothing about a bank robbery. Whatever Damon was into, I knew nothing about.
So where were you going?
Vacation.
This isn't possession or solicitation, Gina. This is felony murder 1. If you're protecting him, you could get life.
I didn't do nothing.
It's I didn't do anything. Didn't do nothing is a double negative. Infers the positive. The grammar in this country is terrible. Look, this isn't going away. If you want to walk out of here with some semblance of a life, you tell me something now.
I'm done talking. I want a lawyer now.
Fine. And it's 2 phone calls I'll make. The first will be to the public defender's office. The second will be to children's services.
What?
Simple. You insist on a lawyer, I'll take your kids.
Wait. You can't take my kids away from me.
What do you care? You were ready to fly to Cupid's ship for brains.
Fuck you! You can't treat me like this. I have rights, you know. You can't take my children away from me.
I can and I will. Just tell me what I want to know. Not exactly useful information.
You believe her?
I think for the first time in the girl's life, she's telling the truth.
Well, you had to know when she asked for a lawyer, anything she told us would have been inadmissible.
Yeah? Who would have known? It would have been her word against mine, and who do you think the jury would have believed?
Justice by any means, even if you cross the line.
The only line around here is the blue line. You cross that one, then you got problems. Ask Callum. He knows what I'm talking about.
Those serial numbers Marnie faxed me? According to our computers, that money should be downstairs.
Moving on to basketball. Sonic defeated the Trailblazers last night, 85-72.
What's this in?
Got to sign first. Heard you were back. Kind of like not having you around, Connors.
Have another donut, Harry. That fat fuck is the sole guardian of the city's biggest source of contraband. Drugs, weapons, cash. Millions. Just sitting here for the taking.
No, but you'd have to have some major firepower, not to mention an extra large set of balls to knock off the police station.
Yeah, not if you're a cop. You just walk right in and take whatever you want.
Here it is. Line 17.
Bernie Callow.
Like I said, no one takes anything out of here unless they sign for it.
So what, he showed you a warrant? What?
He must have.
He must have. You lost your fucking memory, Harry?
You know how many times someone signs shit out of here? I see the same guys all the time. I can't remember one instance from 2 weeks ago. If that's his signature, that means he signed for it. Take it up with him.
The money from Richard's place traced back to the World National Heist. A case Callow headed up.
Bernie signed the money out of evidence himself 2 weeks ago.
How much?
$433,000.
If it is Callum, it would explain how they knew police protocol and how our department operates.
Also explains why he was so pissed this morning about being replaced by Connors.
He doesn't need another reason to be pissed at me.
What about motive? Do we have one?
Pressure. Could have been getting to him. He's been getting big cold shoulder from cops since he testified about Pearl Street.
No, I don't buy that.
He was also getting divorced. About a month ago, he told me he and his wife might be splitting. Asked if I knew a lawyer who wouldn't clean him out. I didn't think it was this serious.
I don't know. Bernie's a first-rate cop. He was a Boy Scout, for Christ's sake. This just doesn't make any sense, guys.
They never do, Captain. Come on, the facts speak for themselves.
No, they don't. Why, if Callow's involved, why didn't they ask for him at the bank?
Jenkins.
And you arrived home at what time? Mrs. Callow, you feel okay to continue?
Yes, I'm fine.
Just a few more minutes.
Wife came home approximately 45 minutes ago. Found him here. None of the neighbors heard anything. There was no forced entry and no one saw anyone else fleeing the scene.
Yes. Blueprints from the bank. There's pictures, schematics. There's at least a dozen internet articles on the Saudi prints.
So that's it.
You've reached the Callow residence. No one can get to the phone right now. Please leave a message.
Detective Connors.
I'm starting to connect the dots, putting all the pieces together. Is the pattern starting to emerge?
They wouldn't punish you.
But I will. Vengeance will be mine, Detective.
Then come and get me, you piece of shit. They told Callow was the plan, and what the plan really was must have been two different things. Obviously, this wasn't part of a plan Callow would have agreed with.
You'd think a cop would be smarter.
Come on, as cops, we come across every temptation in the book. Money, drugs, power. We all like to think we can resist any urge, but we're not saints.
So Callow was involved, and now they're dragging you into it. Why?
Man said he wanted vengeance.
Piss anyone off lately?
Me?
So I just got off the phone with Agent Doyle, and apparently after the Charlotte break-in, the Prince withdrew all his possessions from every safe deposit box in the country.
They didn't touch the cash or the safe deposit boxes. So they break into a bank, blow it up, and steal nothing? Still make sense to you?
Nothing about today makes sense.
Excuse me.
Return to the earth now, if your mind is troubled and your heart is uncertain. For it is by returning to the beginning that we can clearly see the path.
You're fine.
Detective. I want to say that again.
We go back to where this all started. We go back to the bank.
The tapes are confirming 5 bad guys, but since the Vulcan blew, what they did in there is a total mystery. You know, I've been through these tapes 20 times. I'm telling you, there's nothing...
Shut up, Dex.
Wait, hold on a second. Did you see that?
See what?
Go back a little.
What?
Look closely at the camera angles. They're all fixed, right? They don't rotate or pan. Okay, play it. Now, camera 8 dominates our attention because of the explosion. But while that's happening, check out camera 2.
Where are you going?
Change the angle. Watched it 20 times, eh, Dex?
What's in that corner they don't want us to see?
So are you at all concerned that there's some wacko out there trying to get you?
I'm worried about every threat made against me. I'd never leave the house.
Watch your eyes. Lots of prints here.
Check them all. Anyone's got a record and want an ID yesterday.
You got it.
Dex!
Yes, sir.
Can you hack into this?
Hack into a nationwide bank security system. Yeah, I'd love to. Hang on.
So what do we do in the meantime?
Do you like Italian?
As if we didn't get him.
You never know with you guys.
Shane, what was the thing that you were saying today back in the house about, was it returning to the beginning path or something?
Yeah, it's a Buddhist story.
We're all ears.
One day, the Buddha found his heart in turmoil, so he retreats to the forest, to the earth, to the base of a great tree. And I'm paraphrasing, but this elephant comes up and tells Buddha he doesn't like seeing him discouraged. And then
He can talk to an elephant?
he's the Buddha. He's attained the 6th level of consciousness. He's capable of communicating with plants, trees, even rocks.
Rocks.
You asked.
Guys, please, continue.
The Buddha was troubled, so he goes back to the beginning. He goes back to where he came from, to find the path, the answer. So, when you hit a dead end, go back to the beginning to find your way, or something like that.
We have a genuine philosopher in our midst.
Are you a Buddhist?
No, just something I picked up along the way.
But you're religious.
Not particularly.
Excuse me.
You guys are all pretty tight.
Oh, we've been through a lot together.
Yeah. I guess I just thought, I don't know, with him being in so much trouble, coming back from the suspension, everyone might treat him differently.
You can't really believe what you read or see on TV. I mean, if anything, our tie to Quentin's gotten stronger. Even when things got pretty wild today and everybody else panicked, he was in control. I mean, that just doesn't happen. He's that good.
Excuse me.
What are you doing?
I realized something today. being around you, all that's happened, I can't. I think I made a mistake.
It's too late. You made your choice. Now live with it.
They got a match.
Got a name?
Chris Lee.
Prick used to work for some big-time software company. So they caught him pirating programs. A couple of years later, he was busted for hacking into the pension plans of retired cops. I'd say for a genius, he's a fucking moron.
This was your case. You and York. You made the bust. Why didn't it stick?
We were in the middle of the Pearl Street fallout. This fucking lawyer put us on trial, said we were crooked, abusive, and that we planted evidence. The jury bought it.
Was it true?
The guy was guilty. He was scum. That's the truth. Look, there's something they don't teach you. The system breaks down, you have to compensate to get results.
That gives you the right to break the rules.
Bend, not break. It means justice, absolutely.
Another thing they don't teach you.
Come on. Ah, shit.
Fairly well, Chris.
You okay?
Yeah.
Should do it. You can put your shirt back on.
Look at that. First day in the city and you've already been shot.
I just grazed him. Why don't I just graze you with a bullet? See how you feel.
Damon Richards awake.
Take 5, guys. Hey, Damon. How you feeling?
Why no flowers for me?
We got you dead to rights on murder and armed robbery, and you're there cracking jokes. You fucking idiot.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Detective. May I? You remember me, don't you, Damon? Thought so. Now, we're only going to give you one chance. One chance to tell us what we need to know and help yourself.
Really? Just one chance?
I was skiing about 3 years ago in Aspen. Beautiful country. You ever been, Damon? Never mind. I hit a mogul, landed on a sheet of ice, and slammed into a tree. Broke myself up pretty bad, kind of like you did today. I was in a hospital bed for 3 months. Had it not been for, here it is, morphine. Without this stuff, I wouldn't have made it. Now, this DvdRip administers a small dosage every minute or so. Makes you feel nice and relaxed, calm, no pain. But if I were to inject this whole thing, that'd be all she wrote for Damon. This equipment malfunctions all the time, Damon. Overdoses are quite common. Besides, I don't think the DA is going to launch a full-scale investigation over a scum like you. You don't have to tell us anything. Plead the fifth. Roll the dice.
Okay, I'll talk.
You're a fucking hypocrite. Question my interrogation skills. At least I don't threaten them with a lethal overdose.
There's never been a single case in recorded medical history of someone overdosing on 5 cc's of saline. Bend, not break. That's what you said, right?
Damon Richards testifies that Lauren's true identity is Scott Curtis. He's wanted in connection with 3 other bank robberies, extortion, and kidnapping. He's also the brother of John Curtis, the perp Connors shot on the Pearl Street Bridge. And we also have the names of 2 other accomplices, Lamar Galt and Xander Harrington. Everybody was supposed to meet up tonight at 10, and we have that address. Now, after finding Callow and Lee dead today, it doesn't take a rocket surgeon to figure that Curtis is eliminating his accomplices one by one. Doesn't matter what he told Galt and Harrington, he's planning on finishing them off tonight.
You never think of the repercussions. Suspect's mother, father, brother. How your decision affects them. He had murder in his eyes.
John Curtis.
It was pouring, lights everywhere. He had only done what I said. Dropped the weapon. But it was not to be.
My dad died when I was 12. Walked into a liquor store in the middle of a holdup. Guy just opened fire. He didn't even have time to react. They said he was a hero. You know what that means to a 12-year-old? Because he dies on the job, he's a hero? Never made sense to me.
That's why I become a cop.
Finish what he started. Every day he went out trying to do some good, tried to help the people who couldn't help themselves. Just give him a chance, is what he always said. Didn't always work out, but he tried. You tried to help save that girl on the bridge. If you weren't there, the girl still would have died.
long are we gonna fucking sit here?
I don't know.
It's 25 after. How much longer we wait? We go now. All we get is Golden Harrington. We want Curtis. Now relax and keep the line free. Fucking pricks driving me mad. Shit.
What?
I'm out of gum.
Look, man, call him, okay? Fuck this.
Fuck up.
I'm not sitting around here all fucking day, man.
We can't let him walk. We gotta go now. No. Stand down.
We bust him now. We got something. We let him get in that car. We got Jack's squad.
We got 3 cars and uniform backup in all directions. If they ride, we'll reel them in. I want Curtis. Nobody goes into the house until I say.
Ain't answering.
Got me fucking out here.
Trigger heavy sons of bitches.
All unit shots fired! Officer down! Send an ambulance!
Take him alive. Take the back, Shank.
Got it.
Oh my God.
Drop the gun. Last warning.
out there.
Okay. Need more morphine?
No, yeah. That'd be great. Thank you.
It's hard to take. I mean, you know, if it had to happen to somebody.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Teddy?
You've always been jealous of him, Martin.
Jealous?
It's because he wasn't just a better cop. He was a better man.
Detective, go home. Is there something you want to say?
No, sir. She said it perfectly. You okay?
Connors was right. We should have never gone in. How fucking dumb are we?
Detective. I know what they're doing inside the bank. There's a record of transactions from the bank. An average day produces about 300 or 400 pages, give or take. Today, there were over 3,000 pages. Meaning? We've just witnessed the largest bank heist in history. About $1 billion.
Come again?
They planted a computer virus. It randomly withdraws money from all the accounts and deposits it into the bad guy's account. Now, if you look at all the transactions, no two amounts are the same, and none of them are over $100. You see, most security systems work on the size of the money, not the amount of transactions. So you wire out $1 million from a handful of accounts, red flags pop up. But wire out less than $100 from, say, 10 million accounts, no red flags.
Where's the money now?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, the virus set up a host of phantom accounts, right? Where the money sits temporarily until it transfers to another account, and another, and another, and another. And it's never in one place long enough to get an accurate fix on it.
So the money's still moving around?
Yeah. Any withdrawal or deposit from any bank doesn't normally go through to the next business day. So all these are just gonna float around till 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Or 6 a.m. Pacific time?
Sure.
Sunrise. So why break in? If they're just wiring money, couldn't they do that from anywhere?
No. See, that's the regional manager's computer terminal. From there, you have unlimited entry into the bank's mainframe. So there's no more working around passwords, no hacking, and it's straight in, nice and clean.
$1 billion is missing, and we're only discovering this now.
Ironically, when you guys shut off the power, it helped hide the virus and bought it time to work.
So they weren't trying to make it look like they were robbing a bank to rip off a Saudi prince. They were making it look like they ripped off a Saudi prince to rob a bank. Chaos theory.
What you gonna do now?
I think this is beyond our jurisdiction. Hello?
Detective Decker, there's a call for you. Says it's urgent.
Put it through.
Good evening, Detective. My compliments on a fine day. You are an unexpected and challenging adversary.
It's not over yet.
Wishful thinking.
No, my wish is to catch you. You're a murderer. A cop killer at that.
I didn't kill anyone who didn't deserve it. Kelly was insignificant. And Connors, he deserved his fate.
I know about the money. You steal $1 billion, they will find you.
A risk I'm willing to take.
Sir, it doesn't add up.
What doesn't add up, Detective?
Why would he say Callow's insignificant?
Who?
Lorenz, Curtis, called me.
Really?
He said he didn't kill anyone who didn't deserve it. He said Callow was insignificant, but he wasn't. Without Callow, he doesn't have the knowledge of the department or the front money to hire the crew.
Curtis called you.
Yeah.
Well, now he's screwing with your head. You did good today, Shane. Father would be very proud. Get some sleep. Be more bad guys for you tomorrow.
I was in bed already. Just couldn't wait till tomorrow.
Sit down. How did he come at you, Harry? It's the only thing that doesn't make sense.
What are you talking about? All day long, we thought Callow was the dirty cop. All day long, we were wrong. Here's the sign-out sheet from the evidence room. Here is one of Callow's reports. Here's another one, and another one. They're not the same signatures, Harry. They're not even close.
Maybe he got a cramp in his hand. I don't know.
Here's your file. You were reprimanded 1 month ago when you confronted Callow outside the courthouse. You punched him. That ring a bell?
And I do it again. Cops who testify against cops shouldn't be breathing the same air I do. There's a line you don't cross.
So you set him up. You forged Callow's signature, you gave him the money, and you helped him with his plan because you thought he got the raw deal at Pearl Street Bridge, and don't deny it, Harry, because I know...
Of course he got a raw deal at Pearl Street Bridge! Everybody got a raw deal!
You're helping a cop killer, Harry. You're a year away from your pension. Is this how you want to go out?
My conscience is clean.
This has been a very long day. And I'm tired, Harry. It's like we're chasing a phantom here. Just when we have him, he disappears. He's been 2 steps ahead of Connors and me all day.
Of course he has. Who knows Connors better than him?
How the hell does Curtis know Connors better than anyone? We're not talking about Curtis, are we, Harry? Who would know Connors better than anyone? Who would you protect? And who in your mind got the raw deal at Pearl Street Bridge?
Drop the weapon! One more step and the girl dies! That you don't want to do.
Think about it. You kill her, where you gonna go?
It was York who was the dirty cop.
He assumed Scott Curtis's identity to throw us off the trail. Huh? York plays his old partner, knowing all his moves.
Cut the power. Now.
Frames his enemy for the crime, kills him too.
Look at this. Blueprints from the bank. There's pictures, schematics. There's at least a dozen internet articles on the Saudi prince.
And pulls off one of the biggest robberies in history.
You know what you want to me. He called me to tell me he's going and he's gone and you ain't never gonna find him.
Watch me.
The phone number that York used to call Harry Hume is a cell phone number. Ran it through all the local service providers. Nextel got a match.
Can they get a location on it?
Aha. Should be able to trace his location within 100 meters or less.
Great.
Oh, hang on. Hello. Got him. Excellent, thank you.
That'll be $8.48, please.
Keep the change. Doll face.
Thanks, mister.
Jason York, this is the police. Put your hands in the air and get down on the ground slowly. Oh, do it now.
Don't shoot, okay? Just be cool, okay?
Get down on the pavement.
You win. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Get down on the pavement now.
Look, I'm cooperating, okay? I give up. Be cool, okay? All right? You win. I'm just putting my hat down.
I didn't ask you to put your hat down. Put your hands where I can see them. Final warning.
I said I give up, all right?
Final warning. Take the back.
It was Harry? It was Harry, right? That fat fuck.
Drop the weapon and let the girl go. It's over.
Nope. If you want to bring me in, you're gonna have to work for it.
That you don't want to do.
Well, isn't that interesting? That's exactly what I said to him. I mean, do you see the irony here? Huh? You see it? Or am I the only one? 2 months ago, I was in your shoes. Yeah, standing there with some punk holding a gun to an innocent girl's head, asking myself, what should I do? What would you do? What would you do? You do exactly what I did. You try to make a difference. Let's roll, baby.
Everybody out! Get out!
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Which way did he go?
He went towards the pier.
You really screwed yourself. Jenkins is gonna expect these kind of results from you every day.
FBI's got a team of 40 technicians working on Lee's virus. They'll break it.
Your conviction would be admirable. It's just that it's so sad. Get it through your head, man. The cavalry ain't coming. No heroes coming to save the day. Oh, no. The bad guy wins at the end of this story. But I have to admit, though, you have turned out to be quite the little thorn. I think Connors will be sorry that you died. Not me. I've come too far to be denied.
We used to spend all day Sunday just reading in bed. I would read the paper. He'd read one of his 1,000 books. I didn't deserve him. I knew that. I still loved him. Did we all get shot today?
Yeah, they said the city would be busy. Every day like this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Great. Wonder what's next.
Excuse me.
So how much?
Do you really think I'm gonna charge you after all that? Go on.
Thanks.
Smell that?
What is that?
Well, when evidence is taken in, any physical contact can affect our ability to lift prints. So now, to mark it, we just spray a scented solution right on the bill.
Honestly, I don't like the Pac-10. It's overrated.
This Lorenz is trying to tell us something.
Really? You don't say.
You ever heard of the chaos theory? Edward Lorenz invented the chaos theory in the 1960s. It's the study of phenomena that appear random, but in fact have an element of regularity which can be described mathematically.
Try that again.
Well, pretty much, initial state of events may seem unrelated and random, but eventually a pattern emerges, and in the end, all the pieces fit together. You tried all of them? Nothing for Connors or Lorenz? I don't know. No, maybe he's not on a flight. Try again. But try Glick. James Glick.
I need to know if passenger James Glick is checked in.
One moment, officer. We're gonna have to check with my supervisor.
Quickly, please. Hello?
There's a passage in the Surangama Sutra, which roughly translated means things are not what they appear to be, nor are they otherwise.
Connors?
Think about that a minute. Doesn't that blow your mind? What gave me away?
$10.
Fuck the diner, that's right. And it was Harry that gave up York.
Harry, in a phone call, he called me, said the Callow was insignificant, threw up all kinds of red flags.
It wasn't him. That, my friend, was my mistake. I called you.
No, my wish is to catch you. You're a murderer, a cop killer at that.
I didn't kill anyone who didn't deserve it.
Callow was insignificant.
You know, York always thought the plan was flawless. If he'd only done what I said instead of going off the deep end like he did. I told him you have to leave room for error. You know, you can't always predict how things are gonna play out. A random camera catches an image of Damon Richards, the scent on the money. You. The chaos theory. When you got that, I was impressed.
All day long, we were trying to figure out who the inside source was. It was you.
Surprise. Well, what if we cut the power? That'll disable the system. We can open the locks manually, going that way.
That'll work.
$1 billion is missing, and we're only discovering this now.
Ironically, when you guys shut off the power, it helped hide the virus and bought it time to work.
Yeah, Teddy's pretty devastated about your death.
She'll get over it.
Get down! Wait, where's Connors?
So the corpse in the morgue with your name on its toe.
Scott Curtis won't be bothering anyone again.
You're a serial killer.
Oh, yeah? Well, who got killed? Curtis, Harrington, Gold, Lee? All fucking hoods. Well, it's safer with them gone.
You said they were all hoods? What about Callow?
Callow deserved his fate. It's his fault.
So this is all Callow's fault?
One for him, York and I would never have done this. One random act causes another, and in the end, the pattern emerges. That is the chaos theory. Oh, look at that. It's after 6, the money's cleared, I'm a wealthy man. Lee, for all his evil, was one smart son of a bitch. The feds will be tracing false leads for weeks.
You tanked Lee's trial on purpose.
They should have suspended me after I testified. What did they expect?
So why not kill me? You had plenty of opportunities.
This wasn't about killing Shane. It was about standing up for what matters. Besides, you kind of grew on me.
You're not gonna get away.
I already have. I'm not even here now. This is a very valuable lesson for you to learn, and it's good you have learned it early.
Oh yeah, and what's that?
You don't always win.
All your years of service for nothing. You're a hypocrite.
I'm an opportunist. I would have gladly died in the line of duty, but they took that away. If they'd have been as faithful to me as I to them, none of this would have happened. The system broke down. Good luck, Detective. Would have been an interesting partnership. But I have to go now.
Connors! Connors!
I'll let the captain know we're ready.